Hello everyone, hello YouTube land, hello comic fans, how you doing? Oh, how you trumping? Right. Are Marvel comic books trying to create a generation of lefty activists? Yeah, they kind of are. I'll give you this example here. Champions number 6, digital comic that I've just read by Waid from Marvel Comics. The story of the comic book is you've got two teams of teenagers. You've got Team Corporate and Team Activist. Team Activist are the good guys. Team Corporate are the bad guys. Team Corporate just want to make money for themselves and screw over those poor helpless people. And Team Activists want to help people. The enemies of the comic book are corporations, the white people in the corporations, and the heroes are activists. There's no mention of government, of course, because they don't really want to go there at this early stage in the propaganda process. All they want to do is they want to make the children reading the comic book associate villains with the corporate world and heroes with the activist world, not mentioning that activism is just really an activism for governmental power and total control over your lives. Remember, corporations do not have control over your lives. Corporations have to operate in the market. If you don't like Apple, if you don't like Intel, the computer that I'm using now, don't have to buy their product. Government. I've got a BBC TV license in my house. I don't want a BBC TV license, but I have to have one. If I don't have one, then I'm going to jail. That's the difference between corporations and governments. It's a difference which is never explored in comic books. It's always just a constant, relentless attack on the corporations. Greed is evil. Don't join the corporations because they're the bad guys. Even though Marvel is a massive corporation, Mark Waid himself is working for Marvel, a massive corporation. So the more you look into it, you see the people pushing this anti-corporate idea whilst working for the corporations to be the biggest hypocrites of all, because the only alternative to the corporate life is, like I've just said, government, which is tyranny. So in this comic book, Champions number 6, it's not a very good comic book because the majority of it is just teenagers playing paintball. No, I'm not joking, that is the majority of the comic book, teenagers playing paintball. At the end, the bad guys working for the corporation frame the good guys, the good guy activists. That's it, that's the comic book. It's very childish, it's very basic, uninteresting, just an attack on corporations and a appeal for young people to get involved. In other words, become left-wing radical activists. So, nice one, Mark Waid, calling for young people to become lefty activists, to rail against those evil corporations and join the forces of, I don't know, Jeremy Corbyn or Bernie Sanders in the US. All these socialist scumbags, not mentioning the real problem, which is government, because we know what you want. You want these young people to become the activists, which will give you the power and control of government later on. So that's it. I have my video there. Champions number 6 by Marvel Comic Books. Not Champions number 6, Activists number 6. Brainwashing, trying to. A new generation of teenagers to become political activists for their evil lefty socialist Marxist ways. Thanks for checking my video out. This coffee's nice. Take care, and I'll trump you later. So yeah. Ooh, where's the off button?